Hey everyone, welcome back to Rickhouse Reviews. As always, it is Ryan.
I'm Doug.
And today we're reviewing a very special old school bottle of Old Fitz. Just kidding. It's a Larceny barrel pick. 129.4 proof, 8 years, 10 months old. I think they called this pick, as you can tell by the label, almost Old Fitz, because it almost is a 9-year-old Fitz decanter bourbon, same weeded mash bill out of Heaven Hill Distillery. I'm excited to get into this, but before we do, please click down below exactly that subscribe button, ring that notification bell to get notified about our next videos whenever they go live. Like, comment if you've ever had a Larceny barrel pick. How old was it and what was the proof? And as always, you guys can really help us out by sharing this with all of your bourbon-loving guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Sharing it with those people really does help us engage the algorithm. I am very excited for this pick. I've been excited since it was announced. I got my hands on it opening day. It is already sold out at both Allview and Drug City before we even started recording. Unfortunately, you may never get your hands on one. I'm ready to get into this. Are you ready to get into this?
We always do our review with a weird algorithm. Our algorithm, it's a fun algorithm. And we know, if you've seen our videos, you know the scores. Aroma, 25 points. Flavor, 30 points. Finish, 25 points. Buy and recommend. There's going to be some caveats knowing that this bottle has already been sold out. Something similar, maybe we could recommend.
I always talk about on our single barrel and store picks, our buy again and recommend are, I treat them as if it is a store whose flavor profile and pickers you trust has a similar bottle.
There we go.
That is what my buy again and recommend scores for, and I will remind you when we get to the scores as well.
Yep.
Because that is how we kind of treat the single barrels here.
Understandable.
With that,
let's
go. Good, sir.
Sláinte.
See, that is the appropriate amount of weeded funk. That is good. That is
very warm.
That is warm without being astringent for 129 proof. You smell some barrel. It is almost 9 years old. I almost get some of like those potpourri cinnamon stick notes.
There you go.
Very good. Very, very good, inviting warm nose. I'm very worried this is the hottest thing we've drank all day. Yeah, especially on the finish. All right, proof to the tongue. Let's get ready to go now.
I'm liking this one. Has some complex sugars. Has a little barrel funk. Has a nice back end finish of grace, but not hugging.
I have a note for the finish, but I'm going to save it to make him laugh later.
No damn.
But for being 129
there's some funk
proof weeded bourbon, it doesn't really burn. It kind of dances on your tongue with like this bitter oak and like brown sugar simple syrup flavors kind of swirling around on it. It's very good. It's a little crazy though. It drinks way lower than the proof, but then the finish reminds you it's 129.4.
Yep.
Oh, very good. I thoroughly enjoy this. Damn, you did those fast.
I know my numbers. I know what I like.
Guys, he knows how to count.
I can only count to 4. I can only count to 4.
So let's start at the start.
Start at the start with the aroma.
Let's go with the aroma.
The aroma, I thought out of 25, I gave it 21. I liked it. I liked
Totally agree.
It was.
I totally agree. I also gave it a 21 out of 25.
There we go.
I thought it was very warm. It was inviting without being too warm and too astringent, which once you cross over the 120 proof line, I think can start getting be more common.
There we go.
And it does remind you it's a weeded bourbon too. It's just a little bit on the nose.
There you are. And then for the flavor, out of 30.
I think this is one of the best Larcenys I've ever had in general. I thoroughly enjoyed the sweetness and the bitter oak and just a touch of the weeded funk, not too much. I gave it a 24.
I also gave it a 24 out of 30.
Did you copy my scores?
I mean, I could have, but I think I wrote mine first.
No, you didn't.
Oh, shoot.
Sorry.
It happens. Well, with that, we get to the finish. I thought that was the best part of this guy.
I actually didn't like the finish. I thought it was a little too hot, and it had a note that reminded me of stale Big Red chewing gum.
I understand that. Yep.
So I gave it a 19 out of 25.
I kept it high with my 23 out of 25.
Okay.
I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
However, the buy again recommend, that's where I'm going to have to nick it a little bit, but I'm going to keep it center of the pack, 5 and 5 a piece, with the idea that, Larceny products are usually really, really good. This price point for this Old Fitz barrel pick from Old City. Yep. I think it came out very well. And knowing that they'll probably have something similar in the coming months, I could 100% recommend going back and potentially letting them.
I think they have another one lined up for next year.
Even better. Yep.
But we will have 2 or 3 more picks I'm very excited for before the end of the year.
There we go.
Including one that may or may not be non-chill filtered. In a barrel pick category that not a lot of them are.
Uh-oh.
So that's a little tea for people who know.
Uh-oh.
You know what I just said.
Right.
For people who don't, I'm keeping it a mystery. I thoroughly liked I thought the finish was the worst part. By again, I think I went higher than you.
Okay, yep.
I went 7 out of 10.
There we go.
I kind of want another bottle of this.
Understandable.
End of the year raffle, when he does his next raffle, he always saves a couple barrel bottles. And if this is in it and I win early enough, I'm probably going to get this one.
There you go. Understandable.
Just to have a second one.
Heck yeah, man.
It's very good. I like it. I also like weeded bourbon. I like Larceny. I like a lot of the Heaven Hill stuff. So it fits in that profile. Except for Old Fitz Decanter, we tried one when we were in Kentucky. Wasn't a huge fan.
Sad.
But it was only a 10-year or an 11-year. I don't super remember. But maybe some of the older ones are better. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Recommend.
I gave it a 5 out of 10.
You and I totally agree. I gave it a 5 out of 10. I think if you like Larceny or you like weeded bourbon products and you have a store whose pickers you trust, and they have an older Larceny barrel pick, it's worth a pickup. If you like barrel proof, also worth a pickup. And that's how I arrived at 5 total points.
There you go. Any other comments regarding this bottle?
Just a reminder, our buy again and recommend scores on this barrel are for single barrels in your area with pickers in your area that you trust and like that have similar ages and proofs to ours. It's not a overall review of all of the barrel picks. Right. It's within this specific band. So just going forward, remember that. I think that's it, though.
Good. As always, we appreciate you watching our videos, as you can help us with the algorithm. Like, subscribe, ring that bell, give us some comments. Let us know Larceny bottles that you've had that you like. Give us your score. If you've had something similar that is a wonderful store drop that you would like to rate and recommend to us, put that information down in the comments below. We look forward to hearing from you. You know the drill. Also, feel free to pass this video on to any of your wonderful friends, family, and non-binary and gals, because we love to be seen.
We'd love to get more people to watch. We'd love to get more people to comment. We doing this right now for the love of the game. So
it's been fun.
It has been.
We'll see you guys next time here at Rick House Review. As always, I'm Doug.
I'm Ryan.
Peace out, guys.
Ah.